Here with women's basketball coach Devan Carter, getting ready for the start of the 2023-24 season. Coach, it just feels like yesterday. We were talking tournament time. We went through now the offseason, the preseason, and all that, and we're getting ready for, again, the Conference Carolinas South Carolina Conference crossover with Converse and King coming up this weekend. What has the offseason been like for this team?
It's been long. It's been very rewarding, but I think our kids are ready to play against somebody else. Super competitive group, a group that plays hard, but I think they're chomping at the bit to play against an opponent.
I would imagine a lot of the teams, when they look back at last year, one of the players they're going to be paying attention to is Alexis Smitty. But there's more to this team when you take a look, especially into the backcourt. You've just still got Giovanna Rios, Lauren Flowers coming back. This is a team that's very well ready for this challenge this year.
For sure. I think we're very experienced. I think we're very old. I think we have a lot of kids that have been in big ball games, and we've got a lot of kids that are self-motivated and competitive, and so that makes, for a solid recipe. Obviously, got a lot of new pieces as well, and they've got to continue to come along. But that experience with, Gio and Lowe and Smitty is big for us.
It's not just the backcourt either. When you get down to the block, you've, again, got more experience coming through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got, obviously Chloe's back for us. She's had a great preseason. Jordan Maney has had a phenomenal preseason. And then our new kids, Jazz Robinson, Jemiah Winter, they've all had great preseasons. And so definitely excited about the depth that we've added at those positions.
What have you seen from this team? Because we can talk about inter-squad scrimmages and different things that playing other teams kind of in closed doors, but what have you seen from this team that kind of gets you excited about this year?
Just play really hard. With so many new kids coming in, I think the thing that is humbling for you as a coach is, how those new kids, buy in. I think our group has done a great job of just, setting expectations. This is what we do, and this is how we do it. And so the group has come along, fairly well in my estimation. Obviously, you don't know till you play the games, but I've been really excited of just how the newcomers have come and meshed in to the way that we do things. And, X's and O's change every year, depending on your personnel, whatever, but how you go about your business, how you compete every day in practice, how you compete in the training room, how you compete in the weight room, those things matter. I've been really impressed with this group with how they buy in.
Get to start off the year on the road, really get to start off the first month on the road. We'll talk about that in a second. But the first weekend, Converse and King, you're over in Bristol, not too far away from Harrogate, but it's a road matchup against two Conference Carolina teams that know what's coming at them.
For sure, yeah. And, for us, it's a challenge. I mean, the first weekend, I think we saw this yesterday and the day before, you never know what you're going to get in those first few games. And so last year, we went down to Spartanburg and was in a dogfight, pulled it out in overtime, and then was in another one with King. And so two teams that are experienced as well. I think they've got a lot of, pieces coming back. And so it's going to be a task for us to go on the road and, lock in the scout. Playing against King on their home floor will be a challenge. So, it's going to be a challenge for us to see where we're at early in the year.
First month, you're on the road. We don't actually see you inside of the Tex Turner Arena until December 2nd.
Yeah.
That's got to be a little bit of a challenge for this team, but the experience is going to help.
For sure, yeah, because, to get to the tournament, the NCAA tournament, which is our goal, and, hasn't happened a lot here, but that's just the expectation that we're setting for ourselves. You got to go win games on the road. And so, obviously, our kickoff tournament is quote-unquote neutral. And then we go and play two tough teams in North Georgia and Clayton State, which, both teams made the tournament last year. Both teams are going to, have a great shot at making the tournament again this year. So, that's more strength of schedule for us instead of, playing a game here that doesn't really challenge us. I want to see where we rank early. And so going on the road, I think will do that for us, and we're looking forward to it. Obviously, you can do nothing but help you, especially if you're able to steal one or two. Now your strength of schedule goes through the roof. So, we want the challenge. I think we're up for it, and that's why I scheduled with this group that way.
What do you think the keys are this weekend against Converse and King?
I think that, if we just continue to be ourselves like we are on the daily, and the habits that I think we've built. That's locking in to scout, that's locking in to what's next. We try not to look too far ahead, but we've got to lock into what's next. Personnel, obviously, their personnel is going to be similar to what it was last year. They have great size, so, we're going to have to, deal with potential lineups of 4 6-footers or whatever it may be. But if you're tough enough, you can win those matchups one-on-one, whether it's a 50-50 ball or a loose ball, whatever it may be. And so we've got to just go and compete. That's the main thing I'm looking for out of this weekend is, like, how do we compete? Do we compete to our standards or do we settle? And so far, this preseason, they've done a great job of competing. And I think if we do that, then we have a chance of success this weekend.
Live video and live stat links will be online at lmurailsplitters.com. Good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you.